First off, my name told, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fruitful. Grew up wearing platinum FUBU on the Southwest eating fufu. And a hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I...
Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
Throwing to start the drive. West. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Well, this defense certainly knows they're going to have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example on the very first play from scrimmage. I think we'll see some different looks, maybe some pressure from different places, but it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 63 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
Looking to throw on second down. West. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Now this defense for the Lions, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. You talk about this Lions defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team.
That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but pretty nice effort.
That is caught. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. West. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Well, another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
To throw on 2nd down. West. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 101 yards, and a score.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll keep it on the ground. Peoples. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 65 yards. And the Lions respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards.
And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
You talk about this Lions defense.
Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Looking to throw on second down. West. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw on third down. West. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Jonah Jackson, former third-round pick, the guilty party.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Up the middle they go. Kidd.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Third and 12.
Back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions have taken the lead. Patterson now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes, when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. He's off to a great start here in this first quarter. It seems like this defense is probably going to have trouble containing him.
I would agree with that. I love the observation. And here's the thing. Their game plan coming to fruition. You knew that they came in thinking that they could run it, and now they're proving that they can and doing it in a big way.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Here's a handoff out of the gun. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. West. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum,
or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with, because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
2nd and 1. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. He'll look to throw. The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. To throw on 2nd down. West, middle of the field to Jefferson. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as he'll get this down inside the 40. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action. West. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one in 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Back to the air on 2nd down. West completes it to Hardman. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. West, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Back to throw. West finding Hockenson here on the out route. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was T.J. Hockenson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Jamison Williams and the Lions get set for this next possession. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number one.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start, got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
And now a carry here for their fullback. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Now 2nd and 5. Now a handoff up the middle. Peoples. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. So a good catch there. I think I could see him making a lot of catches with this team. He fits well, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Anyone who can get downfield, as this guy can, and go up and catch the football, you just design plays built for him.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. The Lions at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll run on first down. Peoples. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go. Winters. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 13-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Kidd, and they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. And Davis has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Complete. Jefferson the target. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Second down at 6 now from the 42. They'll look to throw again. It's caught by Davis. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Mecole Hardman punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give the tackle there to Danielle Hunter.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Now a timeout signaled for. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens out in front as that game moves towards halftime. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. From there, it's up to Highmark Stadium to check in on the Bills. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Chiefs. Josh Allen with a touchdown pass to Stephon Diggs. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. John Mechie, a touchdown reception.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as we get this up to the 29.
Come on now, let's do this.
So here are the Lions to take over. They were winners last week in that game against Kansas City, and they are on top right now as well. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
2nd and 6. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. A big play there for Detroit. 41 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Winters down to the 25. Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. They work now on 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Patterson back out there to send this one away. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake. West. He finds his man, complete. It's Pope. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Looking to throw. West. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. West locates Hardman for another catch. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And this is taken in at the 5. That one good for 37 yards. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
Algier will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Dayon Henley. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Operating from the gun. West looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And this one is right through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Here is 3rd down and 4. They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st down, Peoples. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now a handoff up the middle. Peoples. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 49 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And an official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Peoples. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Peoples. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A minimum. Gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the side.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It does need to go.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point try now for Patterson. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A 10-play drive that time. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 3rd and 2, West. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. West. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Looking to throw. West. He finds his man. Complete. That's Pope. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun. West. He finds his man. Complete. That's Pope. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Back to throw. West. His pass caught at the 4. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. West in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. West. And it's caught. Touchdown. T.J. Hockenson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was T.J. Hockenson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jamison Williams and the Lions get set for this next possession. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. 4th quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me, because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
77 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. Now a handoff up the middle. Winters, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. On second down now, Winters. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Kamara up the middle, and he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 10. A minute 53 remaining. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. West.
Pass complete. It's Hockenson.
And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
To throw on second down. West
Completes this to Jefferson. Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings are back within a score.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Up the middle they go. Winters.
And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Detroit, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.